Hey guys, this is Blue Nola coming back with another video. I hope all is well. Alright guys, I'm back today doing a video on Trey Songz, right? This was requested, but I'm also interested in this particular reading because when I first started my channel, for like the fourth video in, he was my fourth video. And that was because he had this whole thing with Selena Powell and the friend who, made the claims on No Jumper, right? This alleged encounter with these two particular women. And so if you go back, I'm gonna link it in the I'm gonna link these videos together. The one from about 9 or 10 months ago, and I'm gonna link this one today with it, so you can go back to that video. But anyway, I had done a video on that, and so you'll see in that video that I talked about that and the energy of that. So interesting that this is continuing to move forward and other people are on board. So anyway, Trey responded to the allegations after he saw them on No Jumper. Celina claims that, that he took advantage of her. I'm not going to say the word, the R word. This other lady is claiming that he actually peed on her. And then people started bringing up the fact that Keke Palmer had already warned everybody, but nobody listened. Remember she was hiding in the closet or something like that? Because she felt she was uncomfortable and she felt it was like, sexual intimidation or something like that. And then remember even some other lady was saying something that happened with him. And then there's another lady. So it's like there's another lady named BeBe Bixler or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. But she even said something happened at a party. So like this is like, okay, this is like 5, 6 women. So we're going to try to go into this reading really with fair-minded, but this is a lot, and we're just gonna go ahead and just take a look around the energy of Trey Songz and like what is going on with Trey Songz. So again, thank you for coming through. We're gonna get started on this reading. Spirit, this reading is for Trey Songz, first name Tremaine. Is it Tremaine? Let me make sure I'm getting this right. I know it's Trey Songz, people call him Trey, but I think it was I want to make sure I got his name right, so I won't be, I got him right here. Just pull him up real quick, guys, just to make sure I'm pulling it into the air. Yeah, Tremaine. All right, so this energy is for Trey Songz, Tremaine. And the energy around all of the allegations that he's been facing. Like, now, let's be clear. I do, I do understand some of the comments, like people saying some of these people trying to get a come up. Some of these people are trying to embellish, because even Trey had pulled some receipts saying somebody wanted their school paid and they wanted therapy for whatever, for the rest of their lives or something like that. He was saying, don't quote me on it. But the point is that, I do understand that they have situations like that. But you got Keke Palmer and this BeBe Bixler, who is also a celebrity in their own right, saying that you've been out of line. So let's just kind of go look. Let's look into the energy of it. Spirit, give me the energy around Trey Songz and the Keke Palmer incident that happened at a party. She felt uncomfortable. She ran into the restroom. She felt that it was sexual intimidation. Give me the energy around the incident involving Trey Songz and Keke Palmer. Definitely a party situation. There's definitely some energy around wanting to have a connection with her. All right. 10 of Cups energy is here. People are celebrating. People are having fun, right? 3 of Pentacles. Everybody, this looks like a work. Remember they said it was work related? Yeah, it was like they were filming a video, so that shows it right there. Definitely feels like an energy around connection. That's what it feels like. People working. So it was an energy. There is an energy around. It was a work related thing. There's an energy around a connection though, right? And you see how this man is looking towards this woman, but she's looking forward. That's the energy. Like he's looking at her, but she's looking forward, right? So that's the energy. So Spirit, give me the energy around Keke Palmer and Trey Songz that night. Let's get the energy around how did Keke Palmer feel that night? What was really going on? Give me the energy, Spirit. Thank you. Right? 8 of Swords energy is here. All right. And I just feel like with this feels like she did feel trapped. She felt trapped in a situation. You know, now some people feel like, you know, what she was doing the most, or the story didn't make sense. But this energy says she did feel trapped by Trey Songz, or she did feel trapped in that situation. That's what it talks about, right? And this is why she ran to the bathroom in order, I mean, the closet in order to protect herself, right? So if you look at this picture, and I'm going to show you because I like to show you the pictures. You see this person, it has some monsters, like some witches, and they're got their hands up like, ah, that's the energy of what she was feeling. Like, oh, get me out of here. So that's what she was actually feeling that night. So just so you can be clear, right? The thing is that she still, you know, even though she was afraid, there's the energy of like, I need to protect myself. I need to be courageous. So Spirit, give me the energy around Trey Songz' energy that night towards Keke Palmer. Because her perception of this situation was like, oh no, you're doing too much. You're making me feel uncomfortable, right? His energy is in reverse, right? So he's there being the magician. You know, they're in the creative minds. You know, they're at this place. I remember something about them being, you know, trying to tape or video. So this is him, right? Being that musician. You know, the person that's, you know, feels like creating something, some type of energy around creation, being that person in charge. But then there's this energy here that literally talks about the fact that, you know what, he has impulsive energy. So remember what BeBe Bixler was saying something about, he just walked up to her and put his lips on her and he just was like, let's do this. That's that energy, right? And like Keke Palmer felt like he was being abrasive towards her. That's that energy, right? Or whatever these other women are saying. He has like just this reactionary energy, right? This Four of Wands also is telling. That's talking about conflicts, right? So it feels like he can have conflicts pretty much in a lot of, like he can get into stuff, period. So looking at the overall energy around this hand, this definitely feels like an energy of him having a connection towards her not really feeling this connection. Things started going sideways. Now they were there for a work event or working or whatever, and she didn't, whatever she was saying, she didn't want to be on camera. But that stuff from this in reverse energy feels like he can be impulsive in action. So Keke Palmer, the energy around that with her, this feels legitimate. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward. All right. So let's look into the energy around BeBe Bixler. We'll start with the celebrities first, and then we'll work our way into like some other stuff. And it's not going to be too long, but I just want to look into the energy of Trey Songz, like especially when you have like celebrity people that's making money in their own right. These people are pretty, you know, from the surface, they look like pretty decent people. You know, like why would they, in this BeBe Bixler interview, I'm not even sure if I'm saying her last name right. This is an old interview that she had. So this wasn't even something recent. It's something somebody dug up. So Spirit, give me the energy around Trey Songz and BeBe Bixler. She said she was at a party. He was staring at her. He had a date. There's an energy of her. She said she went into the pool, I guess the pool area, and he just jumped up and put his lips on her lips and said, let's do this. Give me the energy around BeBe Bixler that night and the energy around Trey Songz. What happened that night? Definitely, you know, so I will tell you, the Two of Swords energy talks about there definitely was some like some energy around, okay, what's happening. Now it was an event. So this talks about this was an event. Feels like trying to have balance. This is conflict energy. All right. So it feels like they were at some sort of event. And I'm saying that because this energy right here, right? So she is saying that they were at an event. That is correct. All right. Three of Pentacles, right? Three of Pentacles talks about, again, conflict energy. So you have two energies of conflict here. Now, this is BeBe Bixler's energy right here. Queen of Wands in reverse, right? This is talking about, okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable. What's happening in this moment, right? Coming into the party feeling good, but then feeling like, okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable in this moment. Also, what this energy is suggesting to me is that this feels like confusion going on, like a lot of confusion in terms of, you know, what was going on. So let's look into the energy around, again, BeBe, Bixler, and Trey Songz. Did he make advances towards BeBe, Bixler? Now you can see even in this energy is like he's this. See, remember she said something about he was with a woman, and then he came to her. Like you can see this man is dealing with this other woman, but this woman is in the middle with her hands up, like That's the energy of it, right? That's an energy of stagnation. That's an energy of difficulty. Like what is going on? A balance issue. So how did, okay, give me the energy around, was he romantic, trying to be romantic towards BeBe, Bixler? Trey Songz. This energy here, this really tells me about this was a negative experience, right, for her. Feel chaotic energy, right? He's the King of Pentacles. You know what the problem, this is what, not the problem, I'm not saying it's a problem, but I think it is a problem for Trey Songz. He comes into the situation with a dominating spirit, okay, if that makes any sense. And it's okay to have like this assertiveness, this dominating energy as a man, because women love that. But the problem is that when it's at the expense of someone else, where you're inserting yourself, that feels like the issue, right? That really feels like a big issue. With this Ace of Wands, it's like you're approaching people that don't have that connection towards you, that don't necessarily want to be bothered, right? This is a negative energy, right? Okay, you're affecting me in a negative way, right? The perception of him when you first meet him is, oh, this Trey Songz, he's cool. But then it turns into this energy, which is, I'm not happy with the way that things went, right? So I just feel like with Trey Songz, like if he makes people feel overwhelmed in the situation, and that's what it feels like. I just feel like this is his energy, but I think he needs to be careful in the way that he really presents himself, because this is like chaotic energy, you know, wanting to be the strong force energy. This is energy around creating negativity, right? And so he needs to be careful with that energy. Give me the energy of how Trey Songz was feeling. Trey Songz was just feeling that night towards BeBe, Bixler. Give me the energy around, how was he feeling that night towards BeBe, Bixler? He saw her as attractive, right? He saw her as attractive. You see this woman sitting here opening his chest? He saw her as attractive, right? That's the energy, right? The Three of Wands energy is also here. All right, and that talks about, you know, just like quick action towards her. That's what it feels like. But again, this caused confusion, and she was not happy with it. Okay, so again, he needs to watch his energy towards women, and it's the way his energy is off. All right, so let's look into the energy around these other women. Spirit, give me the energy and overall energy of Trey Songz and these incidents of inappropriate behavior with other women. Energy around Trey Songz, Tremaine, Trey Songz, the singer. Give me the energy around Trey Songz and his interaction with women in general. Well, let's say specifically to the women that have been making allegations. Are these allegations true? Are they false? Is there some truth to it? What's the energy around Trey Songz and these allegations? He likes to get into it. He likes to get into it. And what I mean by that is, this is a pleasure energy. Pleasure, indulgence, you know, playfulness. And it's okay to do that with the person that wants to be playful. You know, like shit. You know what I'm saying? The Three of Cups energy is here, right? This is a relationship type energy. Well, the cups represents feelings and emotions. So what this represents is overindulgence, right? Again, this is also an energy of overindulgence. Overindulgence in this energy, right? Which creates problems, right? And then gossip and isolation and all this stuff. Again, negative energy, right? Disappointment energy, you know? So again, there's an energy of there's a lot of feelings and emotions. I think there's something that he needs to dig deep in and figure out, why is he doing that, right? Why is he doing that? Because overall in his life, I feel like there's a shift of, like, overall his life, especially at this point, it feels like he's relatively a happy guy, right? The Four of Cups represents him choosing happiness, and I think his son has given him this, this certain amount of happiness, and such a cute baby. But this is the energy around Trey Songz, the Justice card, which talks about the truth coming out, which talks about what Trey Songz would cause, there is an effect, right? And so next to the Star cards, which represents people feeling discouraged and people feeling not loved and people's self-esteem being affected, right? So next to the Three of Cups, which talks about isolation energy, right? So there's some energy in here that he needs to work on as far as the way he approaches the situation. He keeps regenerating despite all of this that's going on around him. He keeps regenerating. Now, I already did a video on Selena Powell, the friend. That's actually attached, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. So you can watch that video, but there was some energy around some of that stuff being true with Selena Powell. Let's do it for the sake of this video, though. Wow, time. Make sure we got enough time. Spirit, give me the energy. I try not to make the video super long. Give me the energy around Selena Powell and her friend Eliza and Trey Songz. Give me the energy of that, the allegations, and I keep saying allegations, that Trey Songz made against, that Selena Powell and Eliza made against Trey Songz. It feels like truth coming out. It feels like the truth will be revealed energy. That's what it talks about. A lot of the truth will come out. I do feel like there's an energy around wanting something out of it, especially for the non-celebrity people. I do feel like there's an energy around, I want something. This card is about, I want some money from you. I want you to be generous with me. Now, I'm not saying that he's a, I'm just saying that that's the energy of this. Like, I want something from this person. All right? Him having to mount a defense regarding this energy, this situation. So it does, to me, this feels like more of a, I'm going to just say it's the general energy going into the situation with Trey Songz. This feels like I'm with a celebrity. He's got money. We're going into this situation, right? That's what it feels like, right? But let's look into specifically what happened with Celina. So the energy of this particular hand, it feels like people trying to hook up with a celebrity for a come up, okay? That's the overall energy as far as going into it. Now, let's look at the energy around Celina specifically. Did Trey Songz do anything to Selena Powell that was against her will? Let's look into that. Okay, reckless energy, right? Inconsiderate energy. Against her will. But Nine of Cups energy is here. Right? So they went into this willingly and openly, but Trey Songz has an energy around moodiness, an energy around a person who could be fickle, an energy around a person who can shift gears on you in a second. That's his energy. Six of Cups energy is in reverse, right? And that talks about, like, literally, them moving forward out the situation. Same card he had with Keke Palmer. Remember this card with the monsters in it? Same card. We already talked about that energy. So, I feel like they went into this willingly, right? You see these two women. One is a little taller, one is shorter. These two women went into a situation with a man. So, they were with Trey Songz when this all happened. I definitely feel like he has a switch that kind of goes off. There is some energy around something happening with him, between him and Selena Powell, just like I said on the other video. All right, let's look into the energy around the woman who said, now the woman that said she peed on her, I'm like, girl, and then you were worried about your eyelashes or what? Your eyelashes. So let's look into the energy around Eliza and Trey Songz that night. Yeah. Knight of Cups energy in reverse. Again, his energy's off with them as he's there, as he's in the moment with them, right? So that means almost like, I describe that energy almost could be like almost, and I hate to say this word, but almost like a sadistic energy. So there was a little energy, there's an energy around weirdness going on with him as far as his personality. Ten of Swords energy is in reverse, all right? Talks about like things, you know, this can't get worse, only upwards, inevitable end. So they ended the night, things were getting bad. It feels like, just like they said, things were going crazy, and it ended, all right? So I already talked about the fact that they had a legal situation. Now, you know, like I said, I'm gonna link that video. Let's look into the energy around, the general energy around Trey Songz with other women. So they had a couple other women that made accusations. Are these accusations true? Give me the energy around Trey Songz and his conduct with women. The women specifically that made allegations. Ten of Wands coming out. Six of Swords energy. Okay. Let's keep going. It's almost like there's an energy around him needing to, he really, I'm going to pull one more card, but I want to show y'all this card. He really needs to figure out what this trigger is that he's doing. You see how this man is like literally inside of this, I'm going to pull it back some, inside of like these wands, like he's trapped. He needs to figure out what that energy is. There's an energy around a person that's trapped and doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And that, you know, that's what it feels like, right? You know, just, and also false heart energy. You know, Trey Songz is a successful person, but there's some energy around, you know, him going through strife and difficulties off and on, and it shifts and it moves, right? Give me the energy around Trey Songz versus with other women. The Tower card. You know, trying to stay out of trouble sometimes, but still landing himself into trouble with women, right? Again, it's like he needs to be careful too of the women he's bringing in. Not that I'm giving him an excuse, but there's also an energy around bringing in people to his circle that they want something out of this situation, right? They want something out of it. Now, some women are going through strain and stress, right? But again, he needs to think better about the way he's behaving and moving. It's Trey Songz inappropriate with women. I think he's come a long way in terms of some of the stuff that he's done, right? Because the Three of Cups talks about a person who's finding happiness and finding a certain level of peace and contentment and fulfillment in his life. He's rebuilding. But at the same time, this Queen of Swords energy talks about he has a tendency with women to be cold-hearted, cruel, and bitter. Okay? That's the energy of it. So I think that he has come a long way, but maybe that's the energy of him being accused, and that's what I'm picking up on. Inappropriate behavior with women. Restoring control energy. Like I said, his energy feels a lot better now. There's an energy around possessiveness when he's in a situation. Yeah. In reverse a lot with King of Pentacles, right? So I just feel like, you know what, again, that's something he needs to work on, getting into stuff. Getting a Three of Swords energy in reverse, right? This is like stress, strain, strife, and you know, this is with this energy and trying to move on from it, right? But he's got a lot of energy. He got a lot of swords, which talks about a lot of, like, you know, that swords energy is like life's challenges. So he goes through a lot of personal challenges, which it looks like he's trying to work through, but it's like he has a lot of that. This energy in reverse talks about Trey Songz is deceptive, manipulative, all talk. So I feel like when he's speaking in some of this stuff, we don't, you know, we need to take what he says. Remember what I said about Michael B. Jordan and what's this guy, Common, and a few other people. We don't know them. You know, don't take everything they, you know, say is the Bible. You know, because we don't know what they're capable of. All right, what will be the outcome for Trey Songz? We're not going to make this video too long in terms of what's going on around him and with women and his behavior. What will be the outcome for Trey Songz? If he does not get this under control, this is going to cause him to have a lot of strife in his life, right? This is what that energy talks about. Now, he will still make money and do all of that. He still will be creative. But personally, this is going to bring a lot of negativity on his success. It has already, right? And it looks like he's trying to get in a better place. But if he doesn't stop this behavior, right, with women, he has an emptiness energy towards women for some reason. That needs to be like a excessive energy towards women. Smothering energy towards women. A selfish energy towards women. He needs to get that under control, because that looks like energy of like it can affect him. It can still affect him. So even though he'll still be able to make money to some extent, they always do, it'll affect him, right? This is going to be a loss of balance for Trey Songz if he keeps it up. So the thing is that I do believe Keke Palmer. I do believe BeBe Bixler, whatever her name is. Sorry if I mispronounce her name. The High Priestess in reverse is secrets, hidden agendas, you know, bad predatory behavior. So he has predatory behavior. So he needs to change that. He needs to watch that. So this card, if you looked it up in reverse, it's predatory behavior. So he needs to be careful with that. So I'm believing this will let you know this stuff that's going on with Trey Songz. I feel like a lot of this energy talks about he has some problem with connection with women, you know. So okay, I'm not gonna make this video too long. This is Blue Nola. I just wanted to make this today because I felt like, you know, like this, what is going on with Trey Songz? And the thing is that where there's smoke there's fire, and it's too many people. It's too many. It's too much. It's like, okay, well, we got one. Okay, now you got two. Now you got three. Now four. Now five. Like what? So somebody was actually on the thing talking about surviving R. Kelly. I mean, surviving the Trey Songz. I'm like, what? You know, you gotta figure out what you're doing, sir. Okay. Anyway, guys, y'all give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Give me some feedback in the comment section. Y'all have a great day and take care. Oh, and what else? Stay blessed. And again, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. And I want to say everything that he's been accused of, that he hasn't been charged with, is alleged, right? Because I do know people do watch these videos. But, you know, I had, like I said, I've done a reading before. And this is a second extension of it. Bye.